Title: Parasites, the hidden struggle between life and survival. Part 1. First, what are parasites? Parasites are among the most peculiar and mysterious living organisms. They are creatures that cannot live independently, but rely on other living organisms, called hosts, for survival, feeding, and reproduction. These hosts may be humans, animals, plants, or even other parasites. Parasitism is defined as a type of biological relationship in which one organism, the parasite, benefits at the expense of another organism, the host. This relationship often causes harm to the host and may sometimes lead to its death. Parasites have developed astonishing survival strategies, allowing them to live inside or outside their hosts, sometimes without being detected for long periods. They range in size from microscopic single-celled organisms to larger multicellular worms. Second, discovery of parasites. The existence of parasites has been known for thousands of years. Ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians, Greeks, and Chinese documented diseases caused by parasitic worms and insects. However, the scientific discovery of parasites in their modern sense began with the invention of the microscope in the 17th century. In the 19th century, parasitology emerged as an independent scientific discipline, and scientists like Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch contributed significantly to uncovering the life cycles of many parasites. These discoveries paved the way for understanding how parasites spread, reproduce, and affect living beings. Third, types of parasites. Parasites vary greatly in form and structure and are generally classified into three main categories: protozoa, single-celled microscopic organisms such as Plasmodium, the cause of malaria, and Entamoeba histolytica, the cause of amoebiasis. Helminths, multicellular parasitic worms such as roundworms, ascaris, flatworms like schistosomes, and tapeworms, Taenia. Ectoparasites, parasites that live on the surface of the host such as lice, fleas, mites, and ticks. Each type has its own means of survival and reproduction, and each poses unique challenges to human and animal health. Fourth, characteristics of parasites. Parasites possess unique biological traits that enable them to survive in harsh environments inside or outside the host's body. Among these traits, adaptation and resistance. Parasites can quickly adapt to the host's immune system and often evolve to resist medications and treatments. Complex life cycle. Many parasites have complex life cycles involving more than one host, allowing them to spread and survive in diverse environments. High reproduction rate. Most parasites reproduce rapidly, which increases their chances of survival and spreading. Ability to camouflage. Some parasites can disguise themselves within the host's body, evading the immune system and persisting for years without detection. These features make parasites formidable enemies and serious threats to public health. Fifth, benefits of parasites. Though often viewed negatively, parasites do have certain benefits, especially from a scientific and environmental perspective. Some of these include stimulating the immune system. Some studies suggest that early exposure to certain parasites may strengthen the immune system and reduce the incidence of autoimmune diseases. Ecological balance. Parasites play a role in regulating animal populations and maintaining ecological balance by affecting the weakest individuals. Medical research. Some parasitic substances have contributed to medical advancements. For example, compounds derived from parasitic worms have been used to develop anti-inflammatory medications. Understanding evolution. Parasites help scientists study coevolution as they evolve alongside their hosts in a complex biological interaction. Nonetheless, the harm caused by parasites remains much greater than their potential benefits, necessitating caution and control. Sixth, how parasites are transmitted between living beings. Parasites are transmitted in various ways depending on their type and life cycle. The most common methods include contaminated food and water. Many parasites enter the body through the consumption of contaminated water or food such as Giardia and tapeworms. Direct contact. Some parasites can be transmitted through physical contact with an infected person, animal, or surface, like lice or scabies mites. Vectors. Certain parasites are transmitted via insects that act as carriers or vectors, such as mosquitoes in the case of malaria or sandflies in leishmaniasis. Soil and environment. Some parasitic eggs or larvae live in soil and can penetrate human skin, as is the case with hookworms. Mother to fetus. Some parasites, like Toxoplasma gondii, may be transmitted from mother to fetus during pregnancy, which can pose serious health risks to the unborn child. Understanding the methods of transmission is essential to prevent infection and reduce the spread of parasitic diseases, especially in developing countries. Seventh, harmful effects of parasites. Parasites pose serious risks to the health of living organisms, and their effects vary based on the species, infection intensity, and host's immunity. Among the most significant harmful effects, chronic diseases. Parasitic infections can lead to chronic conditions such as anemia, digestive issues, skin disorders, and immune system deficiencies. Malnutrition. Many parasites feed on nutrients inside the host's body, leading to malnutrition, especially in children. Neurological effects. Some parasites can affect the nervous system, causing cognitive problems, seizures, or even psychiatric symptoms. Organ damage. Parasitic infections may cause damage to vital organs such as the liver, lungs, intestines, or brain. Spread of other diseases. Parasites can act as vectors for viruses or bacteria, increasing the severity of infection and complicating treatment. These effects highlight the importance of early detection, treatment, and public health education to prevent the serious complications caused by parasites. Eighth, most dangerous parasites in history. Throughout history, some parasites have had devastating effects on human health and even shaped the course of civilizations. Among the most dangerous and well-known, Plasmodium, the parasite that causes malaria, transmitted by mosquitoes, has claimed millions of lives throughout history and continues to be a threat in many regions. Trypanosoma brucei, the cause of sleeping sickness prevalent in Africa, can lead to severe neurological disorders if left untreated. Schistosoma, a parasitic worm that causes schistosomiasis, which affects internal organs and causes chronic damage to the body. Toxoplasma gondii, a microscopic parasite that infects humans and animals and is particularly dangerous to pregnant women. Leishmania causes leishmaniasis, which may lead to skin ulcers or visceral damage depending on the type of parasite. These parasites serve as clear examples of how tiny creatures can pose tremendous threats to life. Ninth, methods of prevention and treatment. Modern medicine offers various methods to prevent and treat parasitic infections, including improving personal hygiene. Regular hand washing and food cleanliness greatly reduce the risk of infection. Water and sanitation systems. Providing clean water and proper waste disposal is essential to prevent environmental contamination. Insect control. Using insecticides, mosquito nets, and repellents reduces the transmission of vector-borne parasites. Vaccines and medications. Although vaccines for some parasitic diseases are limited, antiparasitic medications such as albendazole and ivermectin are widely used. Awareness campaigns. Educational programs about transmission and prevention methods play a crucial role in limiting infections. These combined efforts contribute to reducing the spread and impact of parasitic diseases worldwide. Conclusion. Parasites are complex and diverse organisms that pose a real challenge to human and animal health alike. Despite their tiny size, their effects are profound and dangerous, sometimes shaping the fate of entire societies. Scientific advances have helped understand and confront these organisms, but the battle is still ongoing. By understanding parasites, how they live, spread, and affect us, we can take more effective steps toward prevention and treatment, protecting ourselves and our environment from their harmful effects. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to get our latest videos.